It's Brian Taylor here from Headworks, helping you live your best life yet. And to do that, today we're going to talk about goal setting and goal getting. Why you should set goals and how you should set goals to give you the best chance of achieving them. So, without further ado, let's do the do. Number one, why should you set goals? Well, you should set goals to give yourself a sense of purpose in life. You choose goals that are meaningful to you. Maybe you choose goals that you find fun. And then as you work towards achieving those goals, you actually grow as an individual. You develop skills and inner resources that are required for you to do something that you couldn't do in the past. And hopefully you have some fun on the way. So that's why you set the goal. Secondly then, let's tackle how you set goals. And we'll break this down into a 10-step process because who doesn't love 10 steps? Number one, set a goal that you can control. So what you don't want to do is say, I am going to win this tennis match. That's a goal that I've set in the past. Or I'm going to sell 5,000 bucks. That's another goal I've set in the past. Or I'm going to get that job. That's another goal I've set in the past. And the problem with goals like these is there are too many variables that are not under your control. So we should reframe that. That doesn't mean we should be any less ambitious, but we can just take a step back. Let's take the tennis example. I am going to improve my backhand. Now, I'm improving my backhand in order to influence the game, but that lies inside my sphere of control. So set the goal that you can control so that you can determine its success. Number two, state it in the positive. So many people, when they set goals, state it in the negative. I'm going to quit chocolate. Now, who would ever set that goal? Or I'm going to quit junk food. Or I'm going to lose weight. Or I'm going to quit smoking. And the problem with stating it in the negative is that every time you think of your goal, you're thinking of the thing that you're losing. Thinking of chocolate? That feels good. What you really want to do is state it in the positive. So, I'm going to have a healthy diet. And then you're focused on the thing that you're gaining. So, step two, state it in the positive. So, 3, context. Who, where, and when. This is just a quick scan of your immediate environment to make sure that your goal is going to fit into your particular situation. And so let's go for the healthy eating one. Who? Well, obviously it involves me, but it might also involve my family, and we might need to have a discussion about meal times just to make sure that my dietary plan will fit in with theirs, or they can accommodate what is my new diet plan. Where? Well, it might go beyond the home. It might mean that I have to think about taking packed lunches to work, or think about where I eat in order to have the access to the diet that I want. And when? Well, maybe there are things coming up that I don't think it's such a good idea to start immediately. Christmas, for example, or a birthday, for example. So, at what point am I going to start this goal? And there might also be things that I need to do before I can begin the goal. It might be that I want to download some new menus, check out some different websites, find some different recipes, that sort of thing. So the context is the who, where, when that your goal is situated within. So, number 4, create an image of success. What will it feel like? What will it look like? What will it sound like? This puts a picture into your mind as to what it is that you're striving towards. So once again, let's take the healthy diet option. Well, what will it feel like? It will feel energetic. It will feel comfortable. It will feel joyous, life-enhancing. What will it look like? Well, it will be a plate full of healthy food, plenty of colour. It will look delicious. And what will it sound like? Well, there will be the chatter of the friends and family around me, the laughter, the fun. It will feel, look, and sound great. I have that image in my mind. I'm likely to succeed. So, number 5, what resources am I going to need? Well, depending on your goal, you might require a special location. You might require a certain amount of finance. You might require specialist equipment. So if you check that out beforehand, then you can go about attaining that. Or it might be that you require more human resources, the assistance of family and friends, the assistance of role models or employees. And then you can check, do you have the influence or the whereabouts to get that assistance? And then finally, and this is the one that I really like, are the inner resources that you need. So for example, with the healthy diet, I might need to keep a long-term vision. This is the plan, that's the chocolate cake. Let's stick with the plan. So I might need patience and perseverance, those inner qualities that actually are great to have and very transferable. So number 5, resources. 6, action plan. What steps do you need to take and in what order? So for example, with my healthy diet, my healthy eating, I might need to find some recipes first. I might need to upgrade my cooking skills, and I might need to have a very open mind about my feelings towards broccoli. So, what is it that I need to do and in what order? And are there any obstacles that might impinge upon my goals? And then I can design a plan to get around those obstacles. Number 7, ecology check. This is actually one of my favorite steps in this particular process. And it's just getting you to look at your goal from as wide a perspective as you possibly can. So for example, it might start off with, how does this goal fit with your values? How does it fit with your identity? And what he's trying to do is make sure there's going to be no tension between achieving the goal and how you see yourself. The same thing with, how does this goal fit with your relationships? To make sure that there's no tension in there between achieving the goal and the relationships around you. So for my very simple goal of eating a healthy diet, fits within my values and identity, and I don't see that causing a problem with my relationships. Now here comes the great questions. What will you need to give up once you achieve this goal? Now that's such a fantastic question, I think. So I might need to give up eating nachos on the sofa and watching Netflix once I achieve the goal. There's things that you will have to give up that maybe you enjoy. Or there's another way of looking at this. What is there about the current situation that you would like to keep once you've achieved the goal? And that could be something like, well, I enjoy going for meals with my family and friends. I would like to keep doing that. So I just need to make sure that there are restaurants that serve the sort of food that I want to eat. Then we can look at, are there any unintended consequences about achieving this goal? Well, yes, there are. Perhaps I will need to get a new wardrobe, some new outfits, for example. Or are there secondary or undesirable consequences of achieving the goal? Now, this is really the Midas question. Midas was the guy who wanted everything he touched to turn to gold, and he touched his kids, and lo and behold, he ended up with 2 gold statues. So if I achieve my goal of having a healthy diet, a certain way of thinking, feeling, I feel confident, I feel energetic, I might want to go out more, I might want to socialize more, and that could cause tension within my relationship. So it's looking at the unintended consequences just to make sure you know how to deal with them before they arise. So, number 7, ecology check. Okay, number 8, measurements of success. These should be both internal and external. So an internal measurement of success for the dietary example would be, does my diet give me energy, which is what I want my diet to do? Do I feel alive? Do I feel vital? Do I feel healthy, which is what the point of a good diet is? And then an external measurement would be, well, do I look the way that I want to? Is my diet making me look healthy as well as feel healthy? So internal and external measurements of success. Number 9, compelling vision. Why are you doing this? So, for example, the Navy SEALs would say you can cope with any what if you have a big enough why. So your compelling vision is helping you do that. With my dietary example, it might be, I want to lead a long and healthy and energetic life, and my diet is helping me to achieve that. That would be my compelling vision. And then finally, commitment. What's the next step, and when's it going to be done by? So my next step would be, let me research some recipes and buy the ingredients and then upgrade my skills. And this final step, the commitment, just sort of taps you on the bottom and sends you on the way, and make sure you know what you're doing and when you're doing it, that you are committed to your goals. Listen, I really hope that was helpful for you. Leave some comments below in the comment box. Let me know how you get on, and happy goal getting.